Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Monsieur Augustine, and today I thought it could be nice if I show you around the place where I reside, some of the buildings, some of the structures which are around. Maybe those who are from outside Africa can relate in one way or another, because some of them tend to think that Africa is kind of, how can I call it, kind of a remote area, underdeveloped, doesn't have any permanent structures. It's totally, even people live around caves. And some people tend to think that Africa is a country, which is wrong. Through colonial times, through colonial bad times, Africa was divided into 54 countries. I believe that it's supposed to be 54. And the richest country to be born in Africa is Southern Sudan, but I am speaking from Kenya, and I think it's going to be nice for I to take you around the place I reside. It's so remote, and from then you can somehow relate that Africa is not totally a country which is in Stone Age period. So just be stuck around, let's see it. So back at the distance behind me directly where I am, that's Moi University, and you can see there's a structure which is coming up, and some people here tend to invest so much in real estate, and the main reason is real estate. There's an already market. Students of Moi University who prefer to reside outside the university reside or are tenants of those houses. So these are kind of the construction which is going on here, and some people tend to think that the area is so remote, Africa is so remote. Probably, but it's not the whole truth. There are a lot of structures which are ongoing, which are being constructed, and it's kind of development is coming up in Africa. And some people tend to ignore that, and their main reports circulates around politics, war, as there are so many things which are evil and illegal. So this is actually a village, but what tends to make this place somehow a small center is because of the university. Other than that, I believe this place could have been kind of a cave now, not actually a cave, but a forested area, a place which doesn't really have some kind of urban mentality. But due to the university which was located here, the place has somehow grown, even though there's challenges which are associated with this place in terms of development. It's not kind of accessible with roads, and this limits the growth of this place. But generally the place is nice, it's peaceful, there are no chaos, and people mind their own business. So probably I would show you around structures, people minding their own business, and that's why Africa is so peaceful. People are happy, and life goes on. So this is basically the rural Africa, kind of trying to show you around, and sometimes trying to catch some pictures to show you the place around. You know, people tend to think that Africa is a dying continent, but the truth of the matter, things are not the same. That's one of the youngest population on the planet, and if you really intend to invest one of these countries, one of these nations, then you have high chances of investing in Africa because of the readily available population. The market is also there, and some people tend to argue that there is no peace within the continent, but there are a lot of countries which show different level of political stability compared to other nations. For instance, I walking around here, I don't feel insecure, but there are some countries, especially the black people, you can't walk anyhow. You are kind of monitored now and again. So see how beautiful the rooms are. Those are occupied by students, and behind me there, I hope you are seeing it, there is a mansion which is being constructed. This is Africa, and it's growing. It's growing, it's prospering, there's political stability, there's peace. So anything which you could like to argue that Africa doesn't have, probably you are wrong. And there are high chances that those things used to happen, but nowadays people are kind of matured in terms of their thinking, in terms of what they find so meaningful to pursue, and that makes Africa a choice, a place to go to. So I would like your comments. Probably if you have never been to Africa, what are some of the, what are some of the myths which you have come across about this continent, which even scares you as a person to come along or to pay a visit to Africa? And more especially those people who are Black Americans, what are some of the narratives which you have been told by the West, even Far East, or even your own Africans from Africa who are portraying their country as a dying continent? What have you been told that scares you from visiting this continent? I would like you to comment below. So it's almost getting kind of dark, but I hope I'm going to go around this place and probably you can see what's happening. I'm going also to take you at a small center where I kind of do my own side hustle. Not a side hustle, but the main hustle. This is a side hustle that's not coming to maturity where it can make someone need to describe where I work like a side hustle. So this is now the side hustle. So I'm going to take you around that route, and then probably then we are going to call it a day. So, but what I would like you to give me opinion on, what do you think of Africa? What are some of the myths which have been told about this continent, which you tend to be now enlightened more about, and you have kind of changed your own perspective about the continent? So I would like you to comment below, and it would be amazing if you share.